Did you know that our English word idol comes from the Greek word eidolon? In ancient Greek, eidolon meant something like a shadow, kind of reflection in water, for example, or a kind of picture, even a ghostly image. It wasn't originally really a religious term. Eidolon described something unsubstantial, something that looks real, but actually it's not. But when the Hebrew scripture, the Hebrew Bible, were translated into the Greek language, which we call Septuagint, eidolon took on much darker and serious tone. It began to mean the images of false idols, false gods. That's this word which is used in the second commandment: you shall not make for yourself a graven image. Prophets like Ezekiel, for example, warned that these idols would bring destruction. Altars will be broken, bones will be scattered, faith will be lost. And by the time we reach the New Testament, eidolon carries on the same serious weight. St. Paul, for example, praises the Thessalonians because they had turned to God from idols to serve the living and the true God. He reminds the Corinthians as well that they once were carried away by dumb eidolon, lifeless things that could never speak, that could never save. But idolatry, eidolons, are not just an ancient problem. As commentator Albert Barnes wrote once, an idol can be anything at all that takes God's place. It can be money, possessions, success, even relationships at times. Whenever something starts to occupy the center of our heart, that's when it becomes an eidolon, a shadow that replaces the substance. So maybe this week, as we study this word, is a good time to ask what reflections have taken God's place in my life. Because as St. John reminds us in one of his letters, little children, he says, keep yourselves from idols, because idols are only images, reflections. But God alone is the reality.